Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Looney, and today we've got a major update on SOFI. The stock was up over 10% after dropping massive Q2 earnings, and if you're holding, thinking of buying, or just watching from the sidelines, this is everything you need to know. Before we get into it, quick shout out to the Discord. It is free to join. And then if you want trade callouts, one-on-one coaching, and my full options selling strategy, the premium is just $8 a month. You can check it out. The links are down below. But let's dive into SOFI and look at its announcements and its earnings, because some of its numbers were awesome. They announced $858 million in adjusted net revenue, and that is a 44% year-over-year gain. Additionally, they had $249 million in adjusted EBITDA, again up 81% since the year. They also had $97.3 million in GAAP net income, which is up almost 450%. That is insane. And additionally, they had 11.7 million members, which is an increase of 34%, and also 17.1 million products, which is up 34% as well. So they didn't just beat expectations, they crushed them. If we go down to here, we could see that their earnings were beaten by 2 cents. It was expected 0.06 and they got 0.08. And you can see that has beaten the past 4. So CEO Anthony Noto actually said himself that this was the best quarter in over 2 years. And they're calling it the rule of 70 now. And what does that actually mean? And there's a metric that's called the rule of 40. And it adds your revenue growth plus profit margin. So if you hit over 40%, that's elite. And SOFI hit 73%, which is insane. So that means that the company is growing and becoming more profitable at the same time, which is a rare combo in fintech. And here's what is behind the move. The financial services brought in $363 million, which is up 106% year over year. Lending added $447 million, which is up 32%. And the fee-based revenue hit $378 million, which is up a wild 72%. So this wasn't just hype or good marketing. This is just 8 years of building that has finally paid off. This is years of accomplishments, and we're finally seeing it being rewarded in this earnings, and I'm excited to see for the future how this stock does. The company has been diversifying, doing the banking, investing, lending, and tech all rolled into one digital-first platform. Now, the stock itself has reacted to this, and I'm going to go over what my reaction or my personal take to do with SOFI and what I'm doing. So today I made no purchases, no moves, and that's because I've been holding SOFI. I have 400 shares at the average cost of 11.29. I saw that this stock was undervalued during the tariff war and saw that this company shouldn't really be affected by tariffs and therefore was undervalued. And I saw the potential it had for growth and its online banking to take over. And we could clearly see now how well it has done. Earlier today, it was up almost 17%. And unfortunately, if you did buy it here, you lost quite a bit of money because it has dropped 10% back down, which is a normal thing to do. The market often overreacts and then corrects itself. So at one point, it was up 17%, and now it is only up 6%. And we'll see how it plays out for the rest of the week and where it goes from there. But I have 400 shares just holding, and I'm up 97%. And I don't plan to sell these or take any profit. I'm looking to just hold these. And also, I have my covered calls. So my covered calls are in a situation where they're red, and all I'm doing is I'm continuing to roll. And when you roll, you might have to pay a little bit. In this scenario, I am going to have to pay, but that's fine. I want to roll up till I catch up to SOFI's price, and it might take a bit for me to get there, but I'm perfectly fine paying a little bit a month just to catch up and actually have those shares appreciate and get some breathing room. I also have a long-term buy call, and this one I bought actually not at a great time, and it's still up 78%, and my profit is $600. So in reality, I probably should have bought more during the dip, and I would have had a massive return. But overall, I'm pretty proud of where I'm at with SOFI and where it is in my portfolio. But this kind of quarter tells me one thing, is that SOFI is here to stay. It is a long-term play for me and a long-term hold. They're no longer just that student loan app. They're aiming to become that main source of finance where it's a full stack, scalable, and profitable. Now, there are some tailwinds or macro tailwinds that we are going to see. We're going to see how interest rates do and if they decide to stay stable or start to fall later this year. And SOFI's lending side could explode even more. So what I would be doing is, if you don't own SOFI, is I would be buying small, making a small purchase, because this seems like a bubble. This entire market sort of seems like a bubble. And SOFI, although it's a great company, I believe in it. I do feel like it can grow even further from here, but I wouldn't be going all in at these price levels, especially it's already increased 48%, past 3 months, 57, past month, 20%, and the past year, almost 200%. So I would think this is a good buying opportunity, but I wouldn't be going all in. So whether you're selling puts or you're just dollar cost averaging, that's what I would do. I would do very small amounts and make sure you're allocating appropriately. But just a quick recap of SOFI, and it crushed its Q2 earnings. It had strong growth, strong profit, and now the rule of 70 proves they're scaling efficiently, and the member and product growth both are over 30%, which is really good. I'm overall bullish, but I'm waiting for a better entry to buy even more shares. Because right now I'm not looking to build even a bigger position in SOFI. Although I do see room for growth, I just don't think now is the best time to be getting into SOFI. But if you haven't gotten into SOFI, I would do small purchases. I wouldn't go all in, but that's just my opinion. This isn't financial advice. And let me know in the comments. Are you buying? Are you holding? Or are you still on the fence with SOFI? And as always, check out the Discord if you want to see my trades in real time. Until next time, peace.